Hello guys, I am a big fan of Captain Underpants. Maybe if you don't know that was that, and I did clearly that you didn't see my username nor the picture of my channel. But never mind. You see, wait. Does anybody think that I look familiar? Of course I do, because I have another channel. It's my first channel. This is actually my second channel. And in my first channel, I'm usually, doing stuff. But I miss sometimes the times of filming videos and everything. And my webcam gives me the liberty to do it because if you haven't seen my first channel, Alexander Ortega, I'll put a link in the description. You'll see it. You're gonna like it. If you might know that my camera hit the floor. And when it hit the floor, it didn't turn on, like said lens error, didn't want to come out. It just went out a little bit, some kind of weird noises. I'm gonna have to find a guy that could fix this, so I can start recording again. But never mind. You see, you might be asking, why would he make a channel in the first place? Is it because it's gonna be like some kind of bummer channel which will just show up some videos of Dave Pelkey and not even show his own creations? Oh no. That's not what this channel is about, you silly guys. This channel is about Captain Underpants, but not only that, I'm going to also post some reviews of the books. I'll also make like some videos about the books of Captain Underpants, and soon we can be like showing I can be showing the books to you. Oh my god, I'm really bad to make speeches. So glad I'm not gonna be elected for president, because it'll be like because I can memorize stuff, but it's not so easy, and besides, when you like recording yourself in front of a webcam, you don't have so much liberty time. But never mind my blabber and everything. Okay, now like I said, I was gonna make like summaries of like my review and summary of the book, so you can catch up if didn't listen to the Captain Underpants series, not even read them, because it's an awesome series and you have to read it, so I'm going to do the favor of doing it for you. Now here's the first book of Captain Underpants. The Adventures of Captain Underpants, including action, thrills, and laughs. The first epic novel by Dave Pelkey. George and Hal have created the greatest superhero in the history of their elementary school, and now they're going to bring him to life. Meet Captain Underpants, whose free identity is so secret, even he doesn't know what he is. Acclaimed author and Caldecott Honor illustrator Dave Pelkey provides young readers with the adventure of a lifetime in this outrageously funny, action-packed, easy-to-read chapter book. With hilarious pictures on every page, The Adventures of Captain Underpants is great for both beginner and chapter book readers. And like Dave's other best-selling books of humor, it is sure to provide even the most reluctant readers with hours of fun. Featuring Flipperama, the world's famous cheesy animation technique that lets you animate the action. Now here are all the Captain Underpants books. It's not really accurate, because I read this extra country book of funs, and the first one, this one, the yellow one that I'm pointing to, goes after the fourth book, and this one is supposed to go after Super Diaper Baby, which is after the Captain Underpants and the Wicked Wrath of the Wicked Wedgie Woman. Captain Underpants and the Wrath of the Wicked Wedgie Woman. Not the Wicked Wrath of the Wicked Wedgie Woman. That would be silly. Because Scholastic, I guess, tried to point out the Captain Underpants series and not the books of fun, nor the spoof series of Super Diaper Baby. But, it would be nice if it would be a little more in order, because that can easily confuse. Without just wasting time. Let's just go to the book. The Adventures of Captain Underpants, blah blah blah. The chapters. Now here at Jordan Hills, these guys always make me laugh until like soda's coming out of my nose. They always make their pranks, and their wisecracks and everything. I mean, they're the most. They would work perfect for clowns, But like not what those typical ones with red noses and with the flowers. But with the flowers full of water. These two would go great as clowns of humor. Because look, pick your own roses on the flower stuff. And these two little rascals changed it into pick our noses. It's glad that nobody captures this guy doing that, because if it would, they would get in big trouble. Now these two always like to make their comics at their treehouse. Their treehouse is huge with lots of paper and everything. And they also make comics, especially the Captain Underpants comics. Sorry. I'm gonna show this at the screen. I won't read it to you because you would maybe like to read it by yourself. So now that that is over, let's continue. Don't miss our exciting adventure, Captain Underpants and the Attack of the Titan Toilets coming soon to a playground near you. Now you see that old man looking over there at George and Harold. He's a guy that really hates children's laughter and having fun. He hated children most actually, but he did hate George and Harold the most. And he was often to get revenge at him. And George and Harold, being clowns like always, make the football game go kaput. Like everything bad. That there was there was pepper in the pom-poms of the cheerleaders, causing them to sneeze. There was also bubbles in the instruments, because and even there was the game ball was full of helium. It wouldn't take a genius to know that Jordan Hill did this. And soon, we found out that the cream, the muscle rub lotion of the football players would be replaced by Mr. Prankster's as the scratchy itchy cream. And look, Jordan Hill even changed the signs, so the game was a mess. But Jordan Hill are delighted. They're not even angry like the rest, because of course they did it. But eventually they get busted, because Mr. Cup took the liberty of installing cameras in the school, and the cameras, and then he got out a piece of tape of recording, and it had lots of stuff from the video game, and also some stuff from before before the game. And Mr. Krupp was really pleased with himself, very happy that he could prove that Jordan Hill was really mischievous. But Mr. Krupp decides to think of ways to get back at Jordan Hill, thinking first about that he might send a video to the school board, which could get them expelled. And the two boys were very nervous and swallowed hard. And soon Mr. Krupp he decided to send it to the football field, the football team, so they would find out what happened. But Jordan Hill are frightened and begged Mr. Krupp to not do it, because they said that the football team would practically kill them. But Mr. Krupp decides to take advantage of the moment and starts blackmailing Jordan Hill with some ridiculous rules. And soon Jordan Hill are doing everything for Mr. Krupp, washing his car, mowing his lawn, paying attention to school, behaving, and even clipping his toenails. Now, I would go crazy if I had this type of principal, and apparently you too would. So Jordan Hill knew that they still had to do this if they didn't want to get killed by the football team. But Jordan Hill get an idea. Well, it was actually George's idea. And Harold was actually thinking of going to Alaska and changing the name. And George and Harold soon went to the tree house and got a little ad that they had with a 3D hypno ring. And 4 to 6 weeks later, a package appears, which is supposed to go into hit. So they were going to use so they could hypnotize Mr. Krupp. And the next day, when they were going to hypnotize Mr. Krupp, to make him stop blackmailing them and forget about the tape. Well, actually, give them the tape. And so they tricked Mr. Krupp into looking at the hypno ring. And when he's looking at the hypno ring, it gets Mr. Krupp in a trance easily, getting him sleepy because of George's commands. George also asked Mr. Krupp if he still had the videotape, and so he could hang it over. And Harold decides to replace it with the Boom of the Purple Dragon sing-along videos that his sister used to have. So when Mr. Krabs gets out of the trance, he wouldn't use the same tape. And George and Hale decide to fool around again, and they soon find their comics, skateboards, and even fake doggy doodoo. And they have fun with Mr. Krabs, making him be like a monkey or a chicken. So like fun with hypnosis. Just like the chapter title that I said a few minutes ago. When George and Hale decide to fool around even more by making him think that he was Captain Underpants. This does work, but he looks a lot like Captain Underpants. But George and Harold decide to laugh instead of worrying about the fin, and soon Captain Underpants sets off, running away, trying to stop crime. But Mr. Krabs doesn't have any superpowers, so how is he gonna be able to fight crime? So George and Hale decided to get their skateboards and stuff, and also a slingshot and fake doggy doodoo, because, like, according to Harold, fake doggy doodoo can always come in handy. So George and Harold go out in the through the flag and run a flagpole, and he got to the floor, skateboard, to try and find Mr. Krabs. It is easy because Captain Underpants was trying to stop bank robbers from robbing a bank, much to George and Hale's surprise. But it's not that nobody would laugh at you if you go out in the street, like without nothing except underwear and a cape. Actually, it's not a cape; it's a red curtain on your neck. And the police used to, like policemen that always, they think that things are happening when they're not actually. Something happens when not actually happening. And the police chief decides to handcuff the Captain Underpants. But before he could do it, George and Harold got Captain Underpants out of the way, and was just going to be free of everything, when suddenly a huge boom stopped them in their tracks. And it turns out some robots had robbed a jewelry store, taken a jewel, and soon went off in a truck. Even obviously showing that they were not on the good side. But George and Hale was still trying to think of how those robots could be alive, like remarking that it was almost believable until now. When suddenly Captain Underpants tries to stop them, the curtain. His curtain or his cape, it looks like a cape, but it's actually a red curtain from his office. But never mind. And George and Hale try to hold on to Captain Underpants with the skateboards, trying to make sure that he doesn't get away with the robots. And then there's this little kid saying like, "Mommy, I just saw two robots driving a van with this guy in underwear hanging with the back of a cape, pulling two boys on a skateboard behind him with his feet." And then the mother, not even bothering to look in, says, "How do you expect me to believe in such a ridiculous story?" That's really funny. Eventually, the truck screeds to a stop, and the huge bump causes George and Hale to crash into the back of the truck, and causing Captain Underpants to just crash also into the wall. And soon gets trapped by Dr. Diaper's robots. You see, Dr. Diaper is this evil guy, and he introduces himself, also telling about his plan. You see, he robbed the diamond, so it could be enough to blow up the moon. And and then all of the places of the moon will go over every major city in the world. Then he said he will rise from the rubble and take over the planet. And George and Hale have a sneaky idea, and they use the rubber doggy doodle and use the slingshot. And with their luck, they get the fake doggy doodle under the feet of Dr. Diaper. And Dr. Diaper, who really not even noticing that it was actually fake, thought that he he did number 2 while he was all of the excitement and everything. And when he went away, the robots found out that George and Harold were intruding. And so that Harold and George and Harold decide to go against them. Now this is Flip-O-Rama. You see, Robot Rampage, this part is not really, got ripped a bit, but Flip-O-Rama is really cool. The only thing you have to do is, put your right hand where it is, your left hand where it is left hand here. Then grabs the right hand page with your right thumb and your index finger where it is right thumb here. And then you start flipping as much as you can, and you can also try to add sound effects. And with George and Hale commenting saying, "As everybody knows, nothing enhances silly action as more than action sequences more than really cheesy animation." For the first time in history of great literature, we proudly bring you the latest in cheesy animation technology, the art of Flip-O-Rama. Now you see, we are supposed to flip, but since it's a little broken, I'm gonna try and do this way. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay, now let's go to the next one. That didn't really come out good. Sorry, guys. Okay, now this one, George and Tails. I'm gonna tilt the camera so you can see it better. Wait, let's see if it works better. Oh, come on. Sorry, guys. If I had my camera, still had my camera working, it would have been easier. Never mind. This one came out much better. It was too hard with the last one because, it was ripped. Wait. Let me zoom out of it. Oh, that's better. I know this could be a little better. But never mind. We just know so far that the boys are terrified by the robots that try to attack them, and in the second one, George saves Hale from what could have been a very unfortunate event, and then Hale returns the favor to George for saving him, doing exactly the same thing, but in his balls. And soon the two smash all the bits of the broken robots, and so it's defeating them. And then the two get ready to escape. But when they wanted to escape, they also had to find out how to to stop the laser-matic 2000 from destroying the moon. So Hale found the self-destruct button, which was just the thing that he needed. But just when Harold and George was going to make their way out, Dr. Diaper stops them, saying that even though they stopped this evil plan, they wouldn't live to tell the tale, using his Diaper-matic 2000 ray gun. And when he was about to shoot it at George, Harold, and Captain Underpants, Captain Underpants immediately stretches an Underpants and shoots it at Dr. Diaper. And just when George and Hale were going to get out, they asked, "There's this one thing I don't understand," said George. "Where did he get an extra pair of underwear?" And it turns out Captain Underpants easily grossing the reader by saying, "What extra pair?" Then suddenly the laser-matic explodes. The laser-matic 2000 explodes. And eventually, Dr. Diaper, Captain Underpants, and George and Harold managed to get away just in time. And when they did, they tied Dr. Diaper to a telephone pole with the slightly simple note saying, "Arrest me." And George and Hale decide to provide Captain Underpants some undercover work, telling him to put on his clothes and make a mad face, with Harold commenting that he looked like the Mr. Krupp, and Harold said that and George said that he was Mr. Krupp, with Harold around them. George and Hale tried to hypnotize Mr. Krupp back into being Mr. Krupp. But 3D hypno rings didn't come for that kind of moment. And Captain Underpants doesn't even know who is Mr. Krupp. But when they tried to dehypnotize Captain Underpants, they tried to find a way how to dehypnotize him by looking at the instruction manual. But it turns out that George seemed to have lost it, and he wasn't anywhere in his pockets. So George tried to make everything better by taking out the flowers with a vase and pouring the water on top of Captain Underpants. Thinking that since he saw it in the cartoon, that it would fix everything. And it did, making him turn back into Mr. Krupp. And with Harold saying, "I'm so happy I could cry." But Mr. Krupp says, "You're going to cry when I give this tape to the football players." And he does. But like we said before, it wasn't the tape of the football players, the George and Harold anymore. And you see, George and Harold find the instruction manual into George's sword pocket. And they throw it away because they didn't need it anymore. But they didn't read the essential warning. Whatever you do, don't pour water on anybody's head when they're in a trance. This will cause the hypnotized person to slip from back and forth from trance to reality whenever they hear the sound of finger snapping. And like I said, it was a tape of the Boomer, the Singing Dragon video that they put in the tape. So the Knuckleheads, the name of the football team, decided to name their team the Purple Dragon Sing-Along Friends. I know it's a weird name, but you're not gonna follow football players, aren't you? George and Hale went back to their old jokes because Mr. Krupp was back to his own self, and so was George and Hale. But every once in a while, when Mr. Krupp heard a snap, he was obviously turning back into Tra-la-la, Captain Underpants. Now here is about the offer and everything. I'm going to leave it for you for a second so I can read it. we come to the end of our book with all the books of Captain Underpants. So look, I'll notice for the next book, Captain Underpants 2: The Attack of the Top 10 Toilets. And now we finished the book. Well, that was fast, you know. At least we didn't spend hours doing this. But this isn't over, because next we're going to talk about Captain Underpants in The Attack of the Talking Toilets, the second epic novel by Dave Pelkey. Just when you thought it was all calm for Toads and Hails, pulls them back in. Be on the lookout for when this comes out. I might do it tomorrow. Bye. So hope that you had fun looking at this.